Today, we're diving into an exciting two-day journey of the Danish royal couple's visit to Latvia, a trip full of charming and unexpected moments. King Frederik and Queen Mary showed themselves not only as dignified representatives of the monarchy during official events, but also as a warm, loving couple in more informal settings. I think you'll be surprised by some of the highlights from this visit, but let's take it step by step. The second day of the royal state visit brought us completely different images from what we saw at the formal gala dinner the night before. Queen Mary traded her tiara for casual clothes during the couple's visit to a military camp with King Frederik. Instead of the elegant dishes of the evening banquet, the royal pair enjoyed a simple soldier's meal in the military dining hall. The program for the second day in the Baltic country began with a visit to a secondary school, where the royal couple met with students of the same age as their daughter Isabella, who turned 18 in April. Queen Mary's first appearance that day delighted everyone with a new stylish look. She wore a flared midi skirt paired with a burgundy jacket and tall black boots. Between her ribbed knit turtleneck and the jacket, Mary added a puffer vest matching the shade of her gray skirt, a clever trick to stay warm. By the way, the Queen had used the same layering idea during her trip to Greenland in July 2024. The King and Queen shared coffee and conversation with the students before taking a group photo together. An interesting detail, the picture was taken at Frederik's own initiative, which caused an instant reaction from the students, who rushed to gather around the couple to get the best spot next to the royals. In that photo, the royal pair looked especially close. The king didn't hesitate to wrap his arm around his wife's waist. When it was time to pose, King Frederik gently placed his hand on the queen's waist to keep her from stepping too far away. These tender gestures showed just how strong the bond remains between them, even after many years of marriage. But the most unusual moments of this state visit awaited at their next stop, when King Frederik and Queen Mary arrived at the Camp Valdemar military base. Unlike Mary, King Frederik felt perfectly at home thanks to his own military background. For this visit, the monarch swapped his classic suit for a camouflage uniform, making him almost indistinguishable from the regular soldiers. Dressed like that, he and Mary laid the traditional flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier, an essential part of any royal itinerary. And then came some delightful scenes in the military cafeteria. The king and queen had lunch with the soldiers, without any special privileges, choosing from the same menu as everyone else. Both cups and bread. It must have felt familiar for King Frederik, who once served in the army himself. For Queen Mary, it was a less common experience, but she looked cheerful and comfortable, chatting easily with the soldiers. Interestingly, the couple sat at different tables so they could meet more service members and learn about their daily life in the camp. At this base, the royal pair received an especially heartwarming surprise. As confirmed later by Defense Minister Troels Lund Poulsen, during their tour of various facilities, they were invited into one of the military vehicles, where a live video call had been arranged with the military base in Slagelse, the same base where their son, Crown Prince Christian, is currently serving. It was an unexpected moment for Frederik and Mary, who hadn't spoken with their son for a few days, and they were clearly touched to see him. Queen Mary ended the state visit to Latvia in an elegant green outfit. On Tuesday, she wore red, and on Wednesday, green. Maybe she planned the colors to match the Christmas season? In any case, it was impossible not to notice her when the royal couple hosted the return reception at the National Art Museum in Riga on Wednesday afternoon. Queen Mary, alongside King Frederik and President Edgars Rinkēvičs, welcomed 100 invited guests, and she stood out beautifully against the red carpet in her green suit. She paired the suit with a simple black top, and her look was completed by sparkling earrings and an emerald brooch that perfectly matched the ensemble. The atmosphere at the reception was joyful. King Frederik and Queen Mary smiled broadly and raised their glasses with the many guests who joined the celebration. The king gave his thank you speech without any notes, beginning by saying that it was almost time to say goodbye, something that made him feel a bit melancholic. Then he added that he was also optimistic after 2 wonderful days of the state visit, which he praised highly, finishing with heartfelt gratitude on behalf of himself and Queen Mary to President Edgars Rinkēvičs and his team for such a fantastic visit. This event marked the grand finale of the two-day state visit to Latvia, during which the royal couple experienced everything, from gala dinners and city walks to laying flowers at the Freedom Monument and visiting the Danish military base. Despite the tight schedule of the visit, King Frederik and Queen Mary always found moments to enjoy each other's company. Whenever the situation allowed, they also showed their affection, exchanging gentle looks, and the gallant king often embraced his wife. Even amid a packed agenda and countless cameras, the royal couple managed to find little moments for tenderness. This state visit revealed many sides of the royal duo, from the formal and diplomatic to the warm and down-to-earth. These contrasts make the Danish monarchy feel close to the people and allow Frederik and Mary to fulfill their royal duties while remaining sincere and approachable. They balance royal dignity and natural warmth perfectly, which is why they are among the most beloved royal couples in Europe. Dear viewers, I hope you enjoyed learning about this visit, which clearly shows that modern monarchy is not only about grand ceremonies, but also about the ability to adapt to any situation, from state banquets to field kitchens. Subscribe to our channel if you're interested in the lives of European royals, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. See you next time in the world of royal stories,